potatoes. That's all.
Pattern.
That's very great then.
It hurts my tongue to say pattern. Pattern. It smells yummy. That's a chocolate covered bread bunny. Hold on. So yummy. I buy it. I buy.
So this week, it's all about the things that we have in Germany that we never had in America.
That's right.
So hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah from mymerrymessylife.com, and this is...
Hey, I'm Kevin.
And today, like I said, we're going to share with you 10 things that we have in Germany that we never had in America. And we hope you'll enjoy this episode. Last week, we discussed 10 things we had in America that we don't have in Germany. So if you want to see that episode, go back to last week's video and I'll link it in the description box below. Okay, so here are the things that we have here in Germany that we didn't have in America. Number one is radiant floor heating, and we love this.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Now, of course, in America, if you want to install radiant floor heating, you totally can.
And it's more and more common nowadays
It's becoming
because
more
people
common.
understand how comfortable it is, and I think it's even more efficient. I'm not sure.
Yes, because heat rises.
Radiates out of the floor and rises up. But I'm not sure about the details. But it's very comfy in the bathroom, especially when you're taking a shower or bath, and you have a nice warm floor to step on when you get out.
Awesome.
It's pretty comfy.
And I noticed, in the U.S., I was often cold, and the house always felt so drafty. Our house then wasn't like great construction. It wasn't anything totally special. And here with the radiant floor heating, I think that's why I'm always hot here. And I don't struggle to stay warm. In fact, I get warm in my house, and then I go outside and I'm cold. So I think it's the radiant floor heating that's keeping me so warm.
Maybe.
That, and which brings us to our second one, that and the concrete walls. All of the walls in most of the homes, I'm not going to say all the homes because I know I'm not an expert on German construction by any means, but I do know a lot of the walls, is the same in France, are concrete. Yeah. And so you'll see that our walls are very thick. Yeah. And you need different kind of you need a hammer drill.
Yeah, if you want to hang pictures, whatever, you gotta get through that concrete. You know? Instead of, normally with a drywall, you just hit a little nail in and you're ready to go. It goes
right in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but it's sturdy, you can hang stuff and it's going to stay at least.
And so even though it's a lot colder here in Germany than where we lived in the US, I feel like the house is so much warmer than our last house. Which is really interesting since it's so much warmer where we lived in Germany, in Georgia. Georgia, Germany. Almost the same.
Yeah.
GE.
And number two is our fridge is like hidden. You walk in the kitchen, you can't see the refrigerator. It's behind a sort of a wooden door, and it seems like that's reasonably common here.
That's pretty common, yeah.
Yeah. And that's like an extra fancy super feature in America.
Yes. In like luxury kitchens, you cover your fridge and freezer with wood in the US, right? In luxury kitchens. But it's not the commonplace thing that most people have.
Yeah. And
here in Germany, it seems a lot more commonplace that middle class people have hidden, secret freezers and fridges. And I think that's a nice feature.
It's interesting, though. We brought some refrigerator magnets and we have nowhere to put them.
We have nowhere to put them.
Nowhere to stick them. Oh, well.
Oh, yeah. So number three is we have multiple trash cans for recycling. And we recycle way more here in Germany, which if you watch any videos on life in Germany, you already probably know this. But we have to recycle glass, plastic, paper,
biomass.
Food scraps.
Food scraps, yeah, sure.
I don't even know what biomass. food scraps. And is there a fifth one? Isn't there 5? Do we have 5? Yeah. So anyway, we have to separate all of our recycling out. So we got a special trash can that has, 4 drawers. And then we have a separate trash can for everything that doesn't get recycled. Mm-hmm. And we have way less trash that goes to the dump, because everything's so recycled. And Germany, we love that about you. We think it's awesome how on top of being eco-friendly you are and taking care of the environment and recycling. I just love that that's just part of the culture. We have a whole bunch of glass bottles we need to take to the grocery store to get money back for.
Yeah. The other thing too, in the last couple of years in the States, they've been, the recycling's been going down because we always send it to China and China's not been wanting to take it. Yes. I don't know what do they do with, does Europe recycle its own stuff? Does it have its own infrastructure for recycling? So it doesn't not dependent on China? I wonder, maybe you guys can know and can help us out.
Yeah, let us know in the comments below.
All right. And number 5 is these windows that contraptions that move all in different directions.
Yes, you can, I love the windows here.
Yeah, you lean them forward to vent. You can open them up. You lock them. Yeah, so it's all sorts of fun things to do with the windows.
Yeah, the windows are like really thick and sturdy here, and yeah, you can just do a lot more. They're so much easier to open. Like old windows in the U.S. Oh my gosh, cranking these things up, like the paint sticks, and they're like so hard to maneuver once they get old. Now, if you have vinyl windows, they're great, but old wooden windows are a pain in the neck. I couldn't stand them in the U.S. So yeah, we love the windows here. Like most Americans do who come to Germany. We always talk about the windows. I know you Germans have heard it before, but we do like your windows. Number 6, one thing I've been enjoying a lot are wooden shutters that actually work. Now, many German homes have the Rolladen, which are the blinds that are like on the outside of the windows, and they cover up the windows and they completely black out your room with these blinds is the best word I can come up with, but they're like metal shutters that are on the outside of the windows and you can control them from the inside of your house. We don't have those. I don't know, maybe because our house is older, but we have like old fashioned wooden shutters. And so we've been closing them at night because I have no curtains in our bedroom yet. I haven't bought any curtains or curtain rods yet. And so we've been using the shutters at night so that the neighbors can't see in. And it's nice that like on weekends when we can sleep in, we keep the shutters closed and we aren't woken up early with the sunlight that comes up at like 6 a.m. And that's been nice. But in some parts of the U.S., like in older homes, there probably are windows that have working wooden shutters, but just not where we were living in the burbs of the South.
We had shutters, but they're
fake.
Yeah, they're totally fake.
They're just for decoration. Yeah.
So for 7 is we have a pool here. I mean, that's not unique to Germany or unique to America, but for us it's different, and that's going to be really cool. We were always wanting to have a pool, and was really a cool feature about this house. We're excited. The only problem is trying to keep the kids away from it when it's not time to go swimming in the pool, which we haven't had a chance to yet. They're always wanting to mess with the pool and play around the pool. I'm like,
get away from the pool. We don't want you to die. But they don't listen to us. We have to tell them every 10 minutes to get away from the pool, get away from the pool, get away from the pool. But yeah, obviously there's plenty of places in America that have pools, and it's not unique, but it's
just new for us.
Yeah, new for us. So then number 8 is a hiking trail out of our backyard. This is, of course, not unique to Germany or not unique to the U.S. It's not a country difference, but it's new for us.
New for us.
And we purposely kept looking for houses on MO Scout 24. We kept looking for houses there that had hiking trails really close by because we love to go hiking and
just like to be out in the nature.
Yeah. And so it's been so much fun. And I know you guys have seen some of our hiking videos already and other YouTube videos. And if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen a ton in my stories. You're probably like, will you stop sharing hiking videos? Well, we love our hiking trail right out of our backyard. It's just awesome. So then number 9 would be cobblestones. To me, Europe, old towns in America and Europe, all have cobblestones. Cobblestone streets is very common in Europe. You can see them in downtown cities. You can still see cobblestone streets that people drive on. And I love that about Europe. It may seem silly to you Germans who see them all the time, but for an American who's just used to seeing so much new stuff it's just so beautiful to see the cobblestones. And I'll show you the cobblestones on our property. They're all over the place.
Yeah.
And many of them are covered in moss
Yeah.
and have flowers next to them. And they're just beautiful. And they just add so much charm to our property that I
Agreed.
really like.
For sure. And then number 10 is Peanut, our cat, has turned into a natural born killer here. She stayed almost indoors almost all the time at our old house. And she's already, well, she got a mouse the other day, and she got her second one today. Yep, got her second mouse today. And
but she never played outside.
I know,
at our house in America. She refused to go outside.
She'd only go outside maybe if we all went out together. She wanted to be with us, but now she's like really intrigued.
Every day now.
And the only thing I can think is that, you know, we had a lot of property there, so there's a lot of space for her to go. But the trees were not close to the house, and so the birds come really close to the tree, close to the windows. And so I think that sort of helped draw her outside.
Yeah, she has a lot better access to birds now.
Yep. And the mice. So she's found wherever the mice hiding because she's discovered that.
Yes. Oh gosh.
And oops, we forgot the funniest thing that we have in Germany that we didn't have in America. The bidet.
Oh, yeah, 2 bidets.
2, yeah.
Do we have 2? I think just 2.
Yeah, just 2. Only 2, yeah.
Only 2. We have 2 bidets. And we have a really funny story to share with you about the bidet. So when we first moved here, our son, Griffin, he was 7 and he turned 8 once we got here. But he was 7 at the time. He came to us and said, "Mama, why are the sinks here so tiny and close to the ground?" And I was like,
after he'd already washed his hands.
Yeah, like it was like we had been here a couple of days, and I was like, "What? The sinks are normal height, Griffin. Like I stand up to wash my hand. Like they're not close to the ground. What do you?" And I was like, "Oh!" I said, "You mean the little toilet next to your toilet? You think that's the sink where you wash your hands?" And he's like, "Yeah, I've been washing my hands in the sink."
Well, it's closer to him than the other sink.
So not only that, Griffin had also been brushing his teeth in the bidet. You know, he thought it was a sink. He was washing his hands and brushing his teeth.
Didn't need a step stool.
Didn't need a step stool, except he had to lean over. We should have said, yeah, it's like in Asia where you have no toilet. You have to squat on the ground. Anyway, it was so funny. I was like, oh my God, you're washing your hands in the butt washer. Like, no, you don't use the bidet to wash your hands and brush your teeth. Thankfully, they had been cleaned before we moved in, but still, you never know how other people clean before you arrive, so who knows? So anyway, that was one of our funny stories. Hope you enjoyed today's video and that you learned something, and especially Americans learning about what is different about life in Germany than in America. And there's many things that are exactly the same, and then there's little differences here and there. So, and if you liked this video, we'd love if you'd give it a thumbs up. Leave us a comment below and let us know if you have some of these things in Germany or if you don't, like us. Hope you guys have a great day.
Ciao.
Ciao. It was like you were from Star Wars. May the Force be with you.
That's Star Trek. Where?
Oh, it's Star Trek?
Mm-hmm.
How do you say it in German?
Mommy.
May the Force be with you.
It's live long and prosper.
Ah! Live long and prosper.